After E3, we now have 81 games for the Nintendo Switch set for release between July of this year to the whole of 2018. Here they are arranged by release date. Splatoon 2. The Nintendo Inklings return in another entry. The turf war continues. 9 months after the first game, return to this third-person ink shooter filled with lovable characters and fun gameplay. Much like its predecessor, play with its 4v4 multiplayer in their iconic turf war mode. But the multiplayer options aren't over yet. Its new mode Salmon Run lets you team up with 4 of your friends and defeat waves of enemies. Aside from this, new weapons are added to the game, and its new campaign mode lets you deal out evil Octarians once more. It's coming July 21st. Fate Extella, the Umbral Star. Originally a PS Vita game, the servant action makes its way to Nintendo's latest console. Summoned by the Holy Grail, control these powerful servants as they take down a huge number of enemies. Its highly action-oriented gameplay lets you deal out snazzy moves in lightning-fast action. Dress up your favorite servant and watch your waifu take down enemies with style. It's coming this July 25th. Sonic Mania. Sonic's zipping back to his old form and a throwback feature to his classic Sega Genesis ways. With Dr. Robotnik up his old tricks, it's time for Sonic and his friends to dash around their remastered pixel stages, and a handful of new ones to keep the game especially fresh for the new generations. With the same side-scrolling platform fun, it's something old and new fans will love, releasing this 15th of August. Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle. Here's another fusion of greats for you, although it's not something you'd expect. In E3, Nintendo announced that they were teaming up with Ubisoft to create a turn-based strategy to the style of the classic XCOM. Cute as it might be, the original and slightly brutal XCOM mechanics are there, improved with new ways to traverse their wide arenas. Enter the fray with Mario and the gang, along with their adorably mascotted Rabbids. This time, they can't just rely on sheer leg power, carrying in their big guns made in Nintendo's silly, child-friendly style. It's set for release this 29th of August. Azure Striker Gunvolt Striker Pack. Making home in the 3DS, the Azure Striker is celebrating its move up to the new console by combining its 2 titles into one gorgeous package. If you already have Gunvolt and its sequel, Inti Creates have prepared a few exciting upgrades. Aside from improved frame rates, optimized UIs, and high resolutions, the Striker Pack comes complete with all the DLCs, plus a brand new song from virtual idol Lumen, coming this 31st of August. Axiom Verge Multiverse Edition. If you enjoy this indie Metroidvania game, then you'll love the special edition port coming to the Switch. While not much will change in terms of content and gameplay, the Multiverse Edition is bringing some cool items for you to enjoy. Watch their beginnings in their special documentary, or experience their art and music outside the game with posters, booklets, and CDs. It's set to release this August. The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild DLCs. 2 DLC packs are slated to release during the course of Breath of the Wild's lifespan. The first DLC, called the Master of Trials, offers a new trial for Link called the Trial of the Sword, a tracker, fast travel options, new costumes, and a sweet Korok mask to detect your missing Korok seeds. Its second pack, called the Champion's Ballad, focuses on the backstories between Link and Hyrule's 4 champions. Not much details were revealed, but its amiibos are pretty good. The release dates for Pack 1 comes this June 30th, while Pack 2 releases during the holidays of 2017. Rocket League. Playing football with cars is an odd combination, but the vehicular phenomenon seems to have taken the world by storm, especially with its cross-network system that lets you play against friends across all platforms, unless you're on the PS4. With their port to the Switch, you can enjoy all of that and more. Enjoy headbutting those giant soccer balls with your friends with the Switch's local multiplayer capabilities, and save up for some cool Nintendo swag for your cars, coming this holiday season. Touhou Kobuto Burst Battle, a bullet hell game set in the Touhou universe. Choose from the series' 9 lovable characters and eliminate your enemies in a fusillade of colorful bullets, magic, and spells. Additionally, uncover the mysterious incidents in its scenario mode, or go to their online leaderboards and check your rank. It's coming this September 5th. NBA 2K18. Everyone's favorite basketball game takes its A-game to the Switch. This high-caliber sports game lets you experience the things that made the 2K series amazing. Our boy Shaq is the game's cover, but not much details were revealed during Nintendo's press conference. But with the Joy-Con, who knows what might happen? Set for release this September 19, 2017. Pokkén Tournament Battle, a different kind of crossover. This fighting game from Bandai Namco takes you to an arena where your favorite Pokemon duel to the death. Sounds brutal, huh? But if it weren't for Nintendo's parental guidance, that'd be the case. Similar to Switch's Mario Kart 8, it's a port. New characters such as Decidueye, Darkrai, Scizor, Empoleon, and Krogunk are ready for grabs. What's not to love about Tekken meets Pokemon? It's coming this September 22nd, 2017. One Piece Unlimited World Red Deluxe Edition. Bandai Namco has silenced all doubts of a Western release. An enhanced version of their 2013 Unlimited World Red, it includes the DLCs of the original, as well as a local co-op mode. Dive into Luffy's old world, meet the beloved pirate crew anew, and try to escape from the clutches of the Wicked Red Count. Available in physical and digital forms. It's set to release this September.
You may get these games right now by clicking the links below.
Battle Chasers Night War. Enter harm's way in this modern turn-based RPG styled in the manner of classic JRPGs. Think of it as a turn-based Torchlight. Choose up to 3 heroes and begin your journey in the town of Harm's Way. Venture into the randomly generated dungeons, uncover secrets, collect loot, and upgrade your skills with every level. It delivers beauty in the 3rd and 2nd dimension, with cute dialogues and stunning landscapes. It's set to release this 3rd quarter. Celeste. More than most platformers, this new mountain climbing platformer is going to be punishingly hard. Traverse the spooky mansions, pass through spikes, and figure a way out of their single-screen arenas. As difficult as it is, it's also endlessly charming, drawing us in their pixel visuals and adorable dialogue. Seeing that it's made by Towerfall's developer, it's definitely seeing some high hopes. It's set for release on the 3rd quarter. Cube Life Land Survival HD. With Minecraft already in Switch's roster, there won't be much love left for Cube Life. A direct port of the Wii U version, it's pretty much the same voxel-based world with a larger focus on the island life. Sure, it's not an original idea, but it's a good way for you to show off your creativity. Coming this 3rd quarter. Dandara. Save the world from all sides in this remarkably designed Metroidvania experience. Play as a fierce heroine and embark on a fast-paced combat in a dizzying, directionless universe. Although it's also optimized for touch-based commands, navigating through its gravity-defying world is no problem with the Joy-Cons. Directionless as their world may be, the same can't be said for the game itself. Set for release this 3rd quarter. Death Squared. Dedicated to the proposition of social gaming, Nintendo's serving up another fun party game for your friends. The goal is simple. Just guide the colorful robots to their rightful positions. Getting in your way are an array of spikes, lasers, and other traps that'll send your whole party back to the mechanical drawing board. Cool as the game may be, they still could have named it Death Cube. It's set to release this 3rd quarter. Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2. Gather your energies because Goku's gearing up for another sweet release. Fly off to a newer and bigger hub world, create your own character, and change the course of a broken history. Grab the chance to meet your favorite characters all across the different timelines, and get ready for some high-flying action. The fun is over 9,000, with an epic online multiplayer as well as local co-op. It's coming this 3rd quarter. Fire Emblem Warriors. Koei Tecmo and Intelligent Games is uniting 2 of the best RPG franchises on the Switch. Watch your favorites unite in battles made in the style of Dynasty Warriors. It'll feature Rowan, Liana, as well as the Fire Emblem heroes, Chrom, Marth, Riander, and more, out of their usual turn-based environments. With some of the best studios in Japan working on one video game, you can be sure it'll be packed with the same hack-and-slash action we've come to love. And we're not expecting any less. It's coming this 3rd quarter. Golf Story. Who says golf is for old people? Actually, real golf probably. But this delightful little game from Sidebar is about to change all of that. Mixing old school golfing with charming sprites and RPG mechanics, it's almost too adorable to say no to. Your adventure isn't limited to the course, letting you explore whole towns with each of their 8 unique environments. Meet the people and practice your teeing wherever you go. It's set for release on the 3rd quarter this year. Hyper Sentinel. Here's another retro-inspired shoot-'em-up to bring you back to the glory days of gaming. Jonathan Port's video game was a Kickstarter success, bringing in a healthy dose of nostalgia while giving something new to the stage. It comes complete with the classic arcade aesthetics with its pixel visuals and charming pew-pew-pews. Haha! It's set to release this 3rd quarter. Infinite Mini Golf. A studio known for their pinball titles, Zen Studios is moving on to another mini-ball game. A follow-up to Planet Mini Golf, it promises an infinitely better experience with its built-in level creator. Put your putting skills to the test in a world of detailed environments and enjoyable multiplayer. It's set to release this 3rd quarter. Iron Cast. A turn-based game with match-3 puzzle elements and a turn-based combat. In short, it's Puzzle Quest meets FTL. Inspired by notable fiction authors H.G. Wells and Jules Verne, this steampunk adventure takes you to an alternate Victorian era. Watch English men and women wear their cincture top hats and maneuver gigantic walking robots. It's set to release this 3rd quarter. Phantom Trigger. If you're a fan of Hyper Light Drifter's visuals, then you'll love Tiny Build's Neon Slasher. Follow the unfortunately named Stan across his many misadventures. slashing and slicing through foes across its twisted worlds. With its handcrafted storyline, discover each one of its many endings and become captivated by its characters. It's set to release this third quarter. Rime. While we know Tequila Works' stunning puzzle adventure is making to the Switch, some interesting information has come to light. Although the port was going to cost players an extra $10, their publisher finally slashes off the markup, at least for the digital version. Physical copies will retain the price, with the added bonus of the game's official score. But the game's Breath of the Wild-like visuals, calming environments, and intriguing puzzles, Rime will make every penny worth it. Set to release this third quarter. Runner 3. Choice Provisions is launching their latest entry to the series formerly known as Bit Trip. Shuffling off their pixel form, their newest polygonal platformer will ramp up Commander Video's shenanigans exclusively on the Nintendo Switch. Explore the game's branching paths, shoot out some rainbows, meet new playable characters, bring back the past and retro challenges, and conquer new modes. Commander Video awaits. It's set to release this third quarter. Shakedown Hawaii. Free from the technical limitations of the olden days, it looks like the new generation is mastering the art of 16-bit gaming. From the creators of Retro City Rampage comes another fast-paced shoot-'em-up set 30 years after the previous title. Like the classic GTA, but better. It opens an open world you can fill with the glory of explosions. Launching as a Time Switch exclusive, it's set to release this third quarter. Cinemora EX. Shoot-'em-ups usually settle for the nostalgic pixel aesthetics, but not this game. Combining modern presentations, the thrill of classic shmups, and the franticness of time manipulation, Cinemora is nothing but ordinary. Manipulate time through each of their stages, weave through its gorgeous story mode, and beat your high scores in arcade. Coming on the third quarter this year. Stardew Valley. The indie game that surprised the Steam charts, this 2016 hit is coming to the Nintendo Switch. Finally! Distance yourself from the hustle and bustle of the urban life and live a peaceful experience in a place called Stardew Valley, an engaging life simulator that teaches you the beauty of farming, building, crafting, dungeon crawling, socializing, and building a family. Portable farming is finally at our fingertips. It's coming this third quarter of 2017. SteamWorld Dig 2. Of course, Image & Form's very own Metroidvania experience takes you to the depths of the world. As its name implies, you dig, and dig to solve puzzles and complete objectives. A gameplay preview was released during this year's E3, and it's a whole new character, but it offers the same gameplay elements. Coming this third quarter of 2017. Siberia. A game by Benoit Sakal, this first entry to this European adventure game takes you to the life of Kate Walker. This classic makes its way to the Nintendo Switch as a simple port. It was highly acclaimed due to its intelligent narrative, visuals, and pleasing steampunk atmosphere. Solve puzzles, uncover clues, and find out Kate Walker's story as you press through the buttons. Coming this third quarter of 2017. The Elder Scrolls V Skyrim. Todd Howard's biggest surprise during this year's E3. He brings you his greatest milk game to date. Everything is just the way it was, except it's convenient for handheld, and you can use Amiibo Link to get that snazzy Hyrule armor. Though Bethesda game really mixed reviews during this announcement, there are some fans who are still out there willing to pay a few bucks for this classic masterpiece. Coming this third quarter. The Fall Part 2 Unbound. Over the Moon's thoughtful action-adventure game is as intelligent as it is strange. This sequel follows the story of an AI deconstructed to invade other neural systems of programming. She transfers her data to 3 strange robots and attempts to seek aid. This game received an award due to its impressive voice acting. Critics also praised the game's seamless transition from a complex story to deep combat. It's coming to the Switch this third quarter. Troll and I. Troll and I is a third-person action-adventure where you play 2 characters, a young boy named Otto and a troll as a companion. Early impressions of the game deemed it unplayable on their PC, Xbox One, and PS4 versions. If the devs managed to fix a lot of its issues, which is a lot, it might just be worth it. But be warned. Better wait for its play score before considering the game. Coming soon this third quarter. Ultimate Chicken Horse. Let's see, the game's title obviously checks out. It's crazy enough as it is. It's a party game designed to piss your friends off. Create your very own level design and pick from a wide variety of animal characters as they climb, jump, dodge, and escape from the clutches of platforming frustration. Popular YouTubers such as PewDiePie played this game, and it looks fun. As usual, coming this third quarter. Unbox, Newbie's Adventure. A game about self-delivering postal boxes living a happy life. This 90s style 3D platformer takes you to the wonderful sights of a tropical island filled with friendly neighbors, delicious food stands, and an enemy boxing in the shadows. Save your company from imminent bankruptcy and roll around with its physics-based atmosphere, all powered by the Unreal Engine 4. It's coming to the Switch this third quarter. Just Dance 2018. Ready to strut those fancy moves again? Get ready to jive to the tunes of popular artists like Selena Gomez, Justin Bieber, Beyonce, and more. The game was announced during this year's E3 with an electric dance performance. Perhaps its biggest reveal was the addition of Asian songs such as Psy's Gangnam Style, Hyuna's Bubble Pop, and Hatsune Miku's Love Ward. Coming this October 24, 2017. Super Mario Odyssey. One of the most anticipated games for the Nintendo Switch, Nintendo's iconic poster boy makes a grand return for their latest console. Follow Mario in his journey with a ship called the Odyssey, and explore the world outside the Mushroom Kingdom. Its platforming elements is similar to that of Super Mario 64 and Super Mario Sunshine, but of course it's tweaked. More open-ended exploration and fun awaits the players with Mario's special hat. This hat changes the course of the game. Throw it at objects, mushrooms, and even dinosaurs to take full control of them. Can you just imagine? We can't wait for this game once it comes out this October 27, 2017. Tiny Metal. A game developed by mostly Japanese creators, this military-themed tactics game is directly inspired from Nintendo's Advance War series. Now making its way to the Switch, play as a lieutenant as he commands his armies to victory against the evil nation of Zipang. Use strategic movements in its turn-based combat. Maximize your terrain, buildings, and troops to change the tide of battle. It's coming sometime this October 2017. LEGO Marvel Superheroes 2. Join the Marvel superheroes as they embark on a new quest that'll take them across dimensions and time itself. It's time for more LEGO fun as they fight against the time-manipulating Kang the Conqueror. Begin your journey in the new hub world Chronopolis and take on the shoes of brand new Marvel icons. From the Guardians, Black Panther, Doctor Strange, the Green Goblin, and so much more. In an all-new game mode, you can even take friends into battle to fight alongside or compete against them. Let the LEGO fun begin this 14th of November. Blacksad. Pendulo Studios and Wise Interactive are bringing another tale of espionage, along with their charismatic Black Cat. Set in the money-hungry atmosphere of the 50s, join the feline detective as he investigates the death of a boxing club owner and the disappearance of his star boxer. With your senses, find clues amongst the dark alleys of the Big Apple. It's set to release later this year. Flashback Remastered Edition, a remaster of Paul Cosette's original sci-fi platformer from 1992. Follow a scientist named Conrad Hart as he awakens on a colonized satellite with no previous memory of the past events. Help him find a way back to Earth as he struggles to reclaim his identity. Led by Cosette himself, we can expect it to have the same challenging charm as the first game. Coming this fourth quarter. Sonic Forces. With Sonic unable to save the day, Dr. Eggman has turned the world into robotic ruin. In this latest installment, personalize your quest by creating your own character from head to toe, running alongside the world's fastest hedgehog in a post-apocalyptic world. With bigger and badder foes, Sonic needs help more than ever. Coming late this year. Siberia 2. The second in the Benoit Sokal series of third-person adventures. Play as lawyer Kate Walker in a mouse-driven excursion through the winters of the Russian Siberia in a search for the forgotten mammoths. Finish the long quest and face off against more dangers in this immersive and surreal adventure. Set to release this fourth quarter. Xenoblade Chronicles 2. This massive science fiction RPG is finally coming to full form to the Nintendo Switch. The game's latest trailer from E3 2017 showcased a huge open world to discover and tons of colossal forces to take. Just like any Xenoblade game, it's brimming with beautiful landscapes and futuristic artistry. There's little details revealed during this year's E3, and it shows two brave warriors searching for a palace called Elysium. It's the game's primary quest and the source of new and interesting characters to meet. Let's see what the Switch can do because this comes out this 2017. Hopefully. 1001 Spikes. One of Hydra's collection of renowned games, 1001 Spikes is aiming to add another platform under their belt. In this punishing side-scrolling platformer, play as Aban, the son of a world-class archaeologist, who ventures into the deadly ruins of South America in search for a legendary treasure. No announcements have been made regarding the changes for the Switch. It's set to release sometime this year. Aces of the Luftwaffe. Get a taste of retro classics in this World War II inspired shoot-'em-up straight from the shores of Germany. And no, this isn't an ACA Neo Geo game. These developers really know they're letting you defend against the German Blitzkrieg in the comforts of your English warplanes. Shoot them down with upgraded weapons and avoid the barrage of bullets. It's set to release sometime this year. Away, Journey to the Unexpected. A first-person roguelite game inspired by 90s anime, roam around its colorful 3D world, get to meet its adorable cast of characters, and take them along in your journey. What makes this game special is the fact that you can play as all the characters you encounter. Step into their shoes and see the world from their eyes. Coming late this year.
You may get these games right now by clicking the links below.
Constructor HD. The Constructor series was a staple in the MS-DOS era, giving us the joys of building and destruction in one friendly game. Now, 20 years later, they're giving us that very same joy in refurbished HD form, along with some maps and modes. Play as a humble construction company and compete against your rivals in ways that might occasionally border on illegal. Looks like the developers are still on their tea breaks after being haunted by so many delays. We're hoping it will release sometime this year. Duck Game. There's the patience testing duck hunt that we love, then there's the fast-paced shooting duck game that we also love. Created by Adult Swim, you can expect it to be brutal, bloody, and merciless. With an energetic multiplayer, it's the perfect addition to the Switch's lineup. Choose your hats, step into the arena, and be the last duck standing. It's set to release sometime this 2017. Dungeon of Czar. Explore a castle filled with rare treasures and fight for what's left of it in this console-exclusive strategy. This crowdfunded game debuts on the Switch, giving us a glimpse of its tactical turn-based battles. Enjoy its fast battles, mercenary hiring system, and intense PvP action, and sit to the throne of Czar. It's set for release sometime this year. Farming Simulator 17. Marvel at the joys of the country life along with your heavy-duty agricultural beasts. This 17th title lets you gain access to over 50 farming vehicles, a variety of new crops like sunflowers, sugar, beet, potatoes, and so much more. Relish the calm farming life while taking care of your cute little pigs. It's set to release sometime this 2017. Flipping Death. The spiritual successor to Ray's Hard Hat adventure to Stick It to the Man, Zoink is taking us on a venture to the macabre, along with their trademark humor and quirky animations. In this Burton-esque tale, control Penny as she stumbles to the other side, and with death on vacation, right into the role of Grim Reaper. Help the ghostly citizens find their peace using your interdimensional powers. It's one of the more unique gems this year, and it's set to release this 2017. Goner. Art and Heart's roguelike game manages to balance its tough difficulty and dark themes with colorful, cartoony visuals. In its excellently designed world, follow Ick as he goes on a journey to cheer up his only friend. Cross its randomly generated lands, collect some trinkets, and make your way to the lonely land-bound Sally. Originally releasing this June 8th, it has been recently pushed back indefinitely. Ira. Step into the surreal, minimalist landscapes of this indie point-and-click adventure. Tension looms as you immerse yourself in strange lands, navigating them through the eyes of Ira. Being the sole survivor of a catastrophic incident, hold on to the last strings of hope and find your way out of a tragic situation. A deep and rich storyline awaits, and it's set to launch sometime this year. Kingdom: Two Crowns. One of 3 releases from publisher Raw Fury, this game exhibits much of the same polished quality as their other titles. Play as the monarch of the lands and do with it whatever you please. Bring in strife and starvation, or build yourself a beloved by erecting new structures and defending your kingdom from invasion. Of course, it comes with a co-op mode. It's scheduled to release later this year. Monster Boy and the Cursed Kingdom. This cute action platformer is a spiritual successor to the Wonder Boy series. You play as Jin, a young warrior who must stop his uncle from spreading chaos across the kingdom. It was first announced in 2015, with planned releases on the PC, Xbox One, and PS4. Now with the Nintendo Switch added to its list of supported consoles, it's finally going to be released sometime this year. Payday 2. The 4-player co-op first released in 2013 on the PC is making its way to the Switch. Surprising. I never thought of a crime-centric game such as Payday to be among the first shooters scheduled for release. As of the moment, there's little information on what add-ons will come to the vanilla version. Although Nintendo during the recent E3 presentation said that it will come with a huge amount of Payday 2 content. Can't wait for the heists and bank robberies because it's scheduled to come out later this year. Rayman Legends Definitive Edition. Rayman and his gang of high-speed platformers are coming to the Switch. This version comes with the exact same game released on the Wii U, plus all new content of which we know nothing about yet. This release aims to make full use of the console's controllers. That sounds interesting. Soon to come out this year. Riftstar Raiders. Space has plunged into chaos and the evil army of the War Swarm has waged war on all of humanity. The responsibility lies in the hands of the Raiders controlled by the player. Launch into space and blow up these pesky extraterrestrial creatures to their doom. Collect loot, create your ship, and team up with your friends. It's coming sometime this 2017. Rive. Feel the metal clanking and exploding in this 360-degree shooter and platformer. The gameplay is dubbed as a dance of destruction due to its fast-paced carnage and explosive action. Hack robots, manipulate your enemies, upgrade your tank, and watch the chaos blow up in 360 degrees. It's coming this 2017. Space Dave. Oddly enough, this game is a spiritual successor of Whoa, Dave, inspired by the classic arcade games. Defend yourself against a swarm of alien life forms. Survive the onslaught and don't get carried away by its widely infinite alien types. Collect power-ups and utilize the Switch's handheld controls to smash these creatures to bits. It's coming this 2017. Steep. After releasing in the PC, PS4, and Xbox One, Ubisoft's open-world extreme sports game set in the Alps is reported to release on the Switch. Be a modern-day Evel Knievel and cheat death like it's a silly game. Its open-world adventure is brimming with frozen tundra and dangerous obstacles. Ski, snowboard, and paraglide. It's coming sometime this year. Tank It. This is a brutal war simulation game. You take command of a drone that controls a tank. Your goal is to search and destroy terrorists. You'll encounter villages with civilians. How you choose to proceed is all up to you. Feel the burst of explosive colors on your Switch screen and enjoy the mechanical mayhem. Coming sometime this 2017. Terraria. If there's an indie equivalent of that Skyrim everywhere meme, it's Terraria. This 2D sandbox exploration game has showed up in all modern gaming platforms. The game is no stranger to handheld. It's on the 3DS and smartphones. Porting it to the Switch shouldn't be that big of a deal. Before I forget, the Switch will get the upcoming version 1.3, meaning tons of new content. It's coming sometime this year. The End Is Nigh. Edmund Macmillan's upcoming game is set in a post-apocalyptic world where you control Ash, one of the few things that survive. Explore a world filled with mutated creatures and radioactive waste. While this adventure may seem bizarre, it's not for naught. All he needs is a friend. It's coming this 2017. The Escapists 2. Following their hugely successful debut on the PC and consoles, the Pixel Escape artists are back, and they're coming to the Switch. Get back to the monotony of prison life and make use of classic escape tactics. Be on your best behavior to avoid suspicion, and when it's finally time to get out, you can tie up some sheets and climb down those windows. Serve your sentence along with your friends in drop-in/drop-out style co-op for up to 4 players. Make your break once it releases sometime this year. Toe Jam and Earl, back in the groove. This long-awaited 4th installment of a series that's 25 years old is back, and it's coming to the Switch. Take control of 9 playable characters, including the iconic Toe Jam and Earl. The game offers a refined experience to the classic we all knew and loved. Search bushes for loot, enjoy rhythm-based minigames, and most importantly, rekindle the nostalgia. It's coming sometime this 2017. Wargroove. Another party game for your Switches, and this time it's turn-based strategy. Command your very own army and send them to battle against your greatest enemies, or at least the ones you find online. While it offers a fun multiplayer, you can also pave your path to greatness in deep story mode with 12 unlockable commanders and 4 different warring factions. Master the art of war and make Sun Tzu proud. Scheduled to release this 2017. Yooka-Laylee. JonTron aside, after a successful Kickstarter campaign, these adorable creatures are stepping the Switch in a colorful platforming adventure. Follow Yuka and Laylee in a quest to find Pages. The game features the same elements of Banjo-Kazooie and a co-op multiplayer added for fun. Let's hope Playtonic Games won't disappoint us. It's coming sometime this year. Bloodstained, Ritual of the Night. Taking the helm of this action-adventure game is Castlevania's very own Koji Igarashi. If that's any indication, we're definitely set for something pretty awesome. Starting as a Kickstarter campaign for a Wii U game, they've set their sights on the more modern Nintendo console. On about 30% completion, there's not a lot of news coming in for the game. But we're still hoping it'll pull through. It's scheduled to release on the first quarter of next year. Siberia 3. This is a sequel to the adventure game imagined by Benoit Sakal. It continues the journey of American lawyer Kate Walker after the events of the second game. Marooned on a mysterious island, she's been rescued by the nomadic Yukon people. This is where her next adventure begins. It's scheduled to release on the first quarter of next year. Starlink Battle for Atlas. Also known by many as No Man's Skylanders, as an internet joke, follow a group of dedicated pilots saving humanity from extraterrestrial threats. What makes the game special is its toy-to-life element. Surprising as it may sound, the game requires a demanding market. Buy the models from retail and convert them to the digital weaponry on your Switch. Just strap them in and build a machine fitting for alien extinction. Considering it's a Ubisoft game, who knows what they're planning this time? It's coming this third quarter of 2018. Indivisible. From their voluptuous fighting females, Lab Zero Games is moving on to new ground with its newest side-scrolling action RPG. Hitting their crowdfunding goal, their characters are coming out of their limiting arenas and into a new world full of magic and mystery. Follow Ajna as she scours the globe in a mission for truth. Releasing together with their console counterparts, we're expecting it to come out sometime next year. Lost Sphere. A new JRPG from Square Enix from the makers of I Am Setsuna. Step into a slowly decaying fantasy world. Follow your character Kanata and rebuild the world from memory and materialize it into matter. Aided by your friends, this journey won't be lonely. Get ready for another emotional ride filled with beauty, power, love, and friendship. It's coming sometime this 2018. The Sacred Hero. This is one of the few games that were announced for the Nintendo Switch. The game is still under development and little details have been revealed. We do know that it's an adventure game that will twist role-playing conventions. It's scheduled to release in 2018. Untitled Fire Emblem game. There's little news about this game, but its announcement during this year's E3 gave a bit of light to its development. It's scheduled to release this 2018, and it will be the next entry in their mainline Fire Emblem series after Radiant Dawn during 2007. The Switch is in for some good games next year, and boy, we are excited. Untitled Kirby game. Nintendo really knows how to keep their classics alive. With the release of their new console, they're sending their adorable pink blob to add to their lineup, and he's hungrier than ever. Simply titled Kirby, explore his colorful world as he battles foes with his incredible appetite for new powers. Slice through enemies with your sword, soak them with water, or set them ablaze with your newfound elemental powers. Recruit enemies into your party, create powerful combo attacks, and invite up to 3 of your friends to join in on the fun. It's set to release sometime in 2018. Untitled Yoshi's Woolly World sequel. While we're all expecting to have a sequel to Yoshi's successful run in the yarn-strung world, it looks like he's leaning towards a more papercraft route in his move to the Switch. Despite his adorable miniature land, the gameplay is still much like any ordinary Yoshi game. Jump about his new world, devouring baddies, knocking them out with eggs, and discovering the flip side of things. Enjoy it with a friend. It's set to release in 2018. Metroid Prime 4. Looks like Nintendo's got an ear on our demands. In the same short presentation, they've given us Pokemon, Yoshi, and now an announcement on a much-awaited Metroid game. Titled Metroid Prime 4, it'll follow the events of Prime 3, which was published over a decade ago, with all loops and plot holes solved in what was supposedly the last of the trilogy. It'll be interesting to see what else unfolds in Samus's galaxy. Unfortunately, no release window yet. Untitled Pokemon RPG. Although Nintendo's been teasing us with enhanced versions of their old Pokemon hits, fans are still aching for a brand new adventure. After all the Stars rumors, it's high time for fans of the popular JRPG to rejoice. Just recently, Ishihara has finally announced a core title for the Switch. Unfortunately, it won't be releasing anytime soon, but with more time in the oven, we're hoping it'll do justice to the franchise's long legacy. No details about the game yet, but we have our fingers crossed.
You may get these games right now by clicking the links below.